Hi, so what's going on? F on my pawn here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. Since we last left off, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while, we had just managed to beat the boss of the bandits. We are now progressing past that, and we have basically gone through the alcoves of the catacombs, if you will. And we are going to be continuing on further in hopes to deal with the enemy. But I digress. Without further ado, let's just get into things and see what happens. Because we've got quite a bit to do. Yeah, I must admit I can't remember what we've done thus far, so I digress. But if you do like my content, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification if you want to hear more of my stuff. I try to stream daily, so if you want to check those out, just check out Kick or Twitch. But I digress. Let's get back into things. Now, let's see. Yeah, we've managed to make our way past there, so now we've got like a few areas here that we've yet to explore. So we should probably do that before we go any farther. Yeah, we should take the time to actually explore all that. That probably would be a good idea. So, not there, but we need to be back in... Not Tyrant's Hold. I believe Old Arcovia? No, the Twin Falls Rift seem to be right. So we're going to go to Twin Fall Rifts, and we'll go from there. Here we go. So far, so good. Yeah, so all we gotta do here... Oh, I nearly perished there. I seriously need to come over with resolving our issue of low HP.
I can't do that yet.
Or I'm gonna perish like that. Damn. The hell happened? I'm showing off weak vibes, huh? Then again, it might just be like a level difference issue. Because we usually suffer quite a bit if we don't level up enough. Yeah, we seriously need something to resolve that issue. Otherwise, we're gonna perish at this rate. The best choice for us is obviously increasing dual blades to increase our armor value. But I think it's in our best interest to get phantasmal armor to increase our energy absorption as well. So if we take that and combine it with conversion, which is going to reduce the energy absorption, that would probably be the best thing for us. At the very least, that way spells don't affect us as much. Okay. Dangerous domain. Ow. Okay. I guess the game is just telling me no. Damn. The game really doesn't want me to continue, it seems. Well, we have to continue, so... I'm not gonna stop. But yeah, no, it's very clear that we're going to need a better defense. So we might have to increase our physique when we get the chance. Because that will help us increase our armor values at least. Unstoppable just means that they can't be slowed. I could probably go into the building here, so let's see what's here. Nope, it's just a, just filled to the brim with, various cocoons. Nothing worth mentioning, I do believe. But, yeah, until we get some serious armor value, armor rating, then, we won't be able to absorb all this damage that we're suffering from. So yeah, no, we seriously need to, up our defense somehow. Even farther. Okay, so if we go into this bush here... Got a small little thing here. Nothing too crazy, though. We'll explore this uppermost area, because I am curious as to what's going on, but before that, we should definitely go into this cave entrance here and deal with the wasps. I imagine it will get easier as time goes on, but we do need to at least do this much. If we clear out the area, then we'll get more experience and we'll outlive most enemies at that point. Okay.
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. String of protection, a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see, the string of protection gives us lightning, aether, elemental damage. Basically, a full setup. Devastation. I assume that's just a, ability somewhere here. Honestly, as weird as it sounds, we might need to go with nullification or increase arcane will, because that will increase our defensive ability raw. Then again, I do believe mental alacrity was the focus for a while. I don't know. But we do need to convert into a cold damage build, I do believe, because otherwise we won't get the most out of our build that I'm trying to go for. I think that's where we had it before. We'll check this area. And I think that's basically it, yeah. Can't go through there, so we just go back up. Alright, we are nearly up to 1 bar. We'll need way more experience, obviously, but there's not much we can do aside from quests, so... We'll just have to take advantage where we can. Guess we could pop this log open. And I guess, now that I think about it, we could take advantage of the bounty board and take some quests there, because that would help alleviate some of the issues. Alternatively, we just go into this dangerous domain. But it does look like casters are currently the biggest issue for us.
I can't do that yet.
Keyword currently. Then again, damage in general against us is a pain, so... if I check my resistances, we need to deal with piercing, which is arrows. We also need to deal with vitality. But all of those we can just slowly avoid as time goes on, hopefully. But yeah, if I don't handle piercing, then I won't be able to handle the archers that come. They really are trying their best, huh? But yeah, I'm probably going to need pierce resistance, actually. So let me actually go back using the personal rift. We're going to go back to Devil's Crossing, and I'm going to see what I can do to increase our pierce resistance. Let's see. There should be ways to get pierce resistance, so it's just a matter of actually doing it.
Got any more
That should at least protect us against most of the archers that have been ruining our day, because we have none of it. Oh, not me to do that. Pierce. Here we go. We need resilient plating to get the piercing resistance that we need. Resilient plating is applied to shields, offhands, chest, and shoulder armor. So chest and shoulder armor would be the focal point here. And I need more scrap if I want to get more.
Hey, don't get killed out there.
So for now, we'll just have to make do with getting the chest and shoulder armor with pierce resistance.
Is there something you need?
Need something broken down?
Alright, I need you to keep the item. That is going to give us 15 pierce resistance. And because it is resilient plating, it is going to give us defensive ability and armor. So there is that. But we do need more,
For now.
we do need more scrap. So I guess we head to the... I guess we head to the old Arcovia Rift to see if the merchant sells that, but I don't think he does. Alternatively, I go to the other merchants, but, yeah, we'll see what the merchants have.
Iron well spent.
It'd be in this. Let's see. 5 to all damage, 5 to fire damage, 14 Aether. I guess this would probably be a better ring, but... no, not really. Yeah, no, we'll need to go back to Devil's Crossing, and they should have scrap on sale within one of these 3 merchants, I believe.
See anything you like?
There we go.
See you around. I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Okay, so one of them had scrap. It's not a lot, but it's still something. Yeah, once I hit level 40, though, we're going to get a significant boost in damage, I wager. For now, we'll just have to make do with 15 resistance. It's not perfect, but it's a start, at least. Of course, it doesn't stop against spells, which is a bit of a bummer. But what can you do, right? A lot of skelly boys. Colosseum Horrors. Okay, well that's nice. Okay, let the burn handle the rest. There we go. Nice. Oh, hello. Okay, maybe back off a bit. There we go. Archer goes down pretty easily, all things considering. Okay, that's a boss, so that's gonna be fun.
Can't do that yet.
There we go. At least I summoned a portal, so that'll be good. Not a fan of all the archers getting out on me and dealing damage to me, but what the heck? Okay, that's the death loop. And there goes my experience, damn it. Well, can I salvage this or no?
That skill's not ready. Can't do that yet.
Okay, yeah, no, he's spawning archers, so, we're gonna be in a pickle no matter what we do. Huh.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
And that's a GG there. Damn. Okay, so yeah, no, that elite just spawns archers, so we're gonna need to level up a little bit. Can't believe I'm saying that, but we need to do it. We're just gonna take Igor the Brawler out. Okay, let's see. Okay, he's accepted Aether Crystals, become even stronger. Yeah, so he's probably over in... Not Smuggler's Pass, but he'd probably be in Cronley's hideout then, right? That makes about sense anyways. Yeah, those archers really ruined my day, huh? I mean, I suppose I could just rock a shield, worst case. Like, that feels like the most realistic choice. No. Merrick Aether touched. Let him just burn. At least a scrap is worth it.
I can't do that yet.
Ow. Okay, let's see. Ooh, this could be good. Dual Blades and Shadow Blades. It does pierce damage, which is not something we use. It does do pierce resistance, though, which is amazing. It's got more armor, though. But if it had elemental damage, it'd probably be worth it. Although it converts it converts acid to piercing, which is not what we would need. Let's see. Dual Blades, and what else does it give? Shadow Strike. Okay, so it gives us the company combination. Okay, so we can get the teleportation skill, and we get 3 additional points into dual blades, which would increase our piercing and cold damage, increase our armor values by a percentage. Which isn't a bad thing, to be quite honest. It's slightly better than elemental damage, but not by much. Again, we need to find a way to convert our spell damage to cold, preferably. Which is not something we're going to get anytime soon, I don't think. Not easily, anyways. Oh, hello. This increases Aether damage to Maven Spear of Protection. It also increases our armor by a percentage. This is probably going to be better than the fire thing. Yeah. We should probably go with this helm. It'll give us more pierce resistance as well, which is what we seem to need right now. But getting that extra resistance and boosts, whatnot, will probably help us quite a bit. Go. But getting these small things is definitely going to add up, I would wager, so we'll grab what we can. What else does it do? Gives spectral binding, which is not enough for us. Got scrap, which is good. I guess I can quickly go... Oh, here we go. Igor. Exactly who we need to take out. So put a portal here just in case.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Scavenged plating. Now we can go deal with this Aether Warp Totem.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, grab all this. And what did we get? We got the Chaos Gaze, which gives piercing chaos damage. We are not an occultist, so that's kind of pointless. We get the Blade Dancer Talisman, we'll learn that. Mark of Illusions. 15 elemental damage, 12 spirit, 32 defensive ability, and energy regen. This could actually be really good for us. Let's see. What does, Okay, so Polished Emeralds, and then we've got the energy and energy regen. This is slightly less... We don't get as much energy, but we do get energy regen, which is pretty good. And our elemental damage and spirit increases, which means more damage. And the defensive ability, well... Defensive ability just in general increases our defenses, so how could I say no to that? Alright, let's warp back after we've cleared the entire dungeon, I guess. Because at this point we're so close to Cromley that we may as well just do it while we're here.
can't do that yet.
Okay, let's just clear out,
I can't do
clear them
that
out,
yet.
get some healing in. There we go. That's gonna be some good loot, to be sure. Physical fire, yeah, no. Nothing really sticks there. I mean, aside from everything else, like, this could be good. We'd lose out on 16% damage from the fire portion, I suppose. Although, that said, we'd get way better armor, and we'd get way better... I think we go with this, as much as I am hesitant to consider it. Yeah, our chance to be hit is 97.9. Chance to be crit is 7.9, so... Yeah, we'd need to increase our defenses somewhat. Okay, portal.
I'm going to enjoy this. Such wasted potential.
Okay.
Can't do that yet.
Bam, attacks here. Yeah, no, this guy's not that bad. It could be way worse.
I can't do that yet.
Nice try, Bromley. Regather our HP.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Got him. We've already cleared this place out, so no point in pilfering it any further. Okay, we'll throw the Aether crystals in here. And now we can just dip out of here. We're going to go back to Devil's Crossing here. I think we've gotten enough scrap. I could be wrong. Nope, we did manage to get enough scrap. This is going to be good enough reason to replace a few things. We'll start by first we're going to make the resilient plating. But let's see. Silk Swath gives us 18 pierce, and it also gives us 18 bleed resist. Versus the 15. Spell Scorch plating is not gonna cut it. Titan plating would probably be the best if we could get it, but unfortunately not. So yeah, we're just gonna have to make do with There is also the Blessed Whetstone, but nah, we don't need that. We'll just make 2 of those. There we go.
Find any blueprints.
We are going to dismantle this, and it will cost us some damage, but that's a small price to pay.
Take a look, shall we?
We'll keep the add-on here. There we go. Gonna give that to this armor here. We need more physique if we want to wield this helm, which is a bit of a bummer, but that's to be expected. Let's dismantle this, keep the item, and then we'll do the resilience. This will give us even more defensive ability. And our armor rating has increased significantly, and our pierce resistance has increased significantly as a result.
Goodbye for now.
Now we need to deal with our issue of vitality being a bit of a jerk to deal with. Poison acid is also going to be something that we need to deal with.
The best I can with what I've got.
So vitality. We can go with the Sanctified Bone, which would give us a decent amount, but we'd need Chthonic Seals of Binding. Vitality and Aether Resistance from the Tainted Heart would be nice, but we need Blooms, which is not something we can easily access. And the rest is pretty hard to secure, so kind of pointless to get that. Alright, so if we can't get that, we can get Poison and Acid Resistance. The Anti-Venom Salve is probably the most reliable in this instance. It can be used in all armor, so that's nice. And it's slightly better than just having... excuse me. It's slightly better than just having the pieces in the gloves and boots department. So we're probably going to need some more scrap then.
Now.
Bit of a pain to get, but it needs to be done.
See anything you like?
Thanks for that. At the very least, I can get one of them done.
So what brings you to my forge?
We will make an anti-venom salve here.
Bring me back any blueprints you find.
Need something broken down?
Yes, I would like to break down... No, we don't want to break down that. I nearly did that. We're going to keep the item here. And we're going to apply this. This is going to give us 40 poison and acid resistance. It's not perfect, but it will get us through majority of things. As long as we're at like 50 or higher, we should be fine for most instances of these. But yes, we are going to need to increase our physique. That is probably going to be one of our best friends going through here. We are going to go back to the Twin Falls because we are now a little bit more bulky. We should be able to handle the woes that come with dealing with the enemy over there. It should also give us back our grave, which has some experience, so that's a plus. Whether I'll be able to resist against the enemy now, that's another story entirely, but our defenses have increased significantly. So how can I say no to that? We will also need to invest a single level into Shadow Strike, I think. That'll just increase our potential, but... then again, we could just level up Nightblade and keep scaling our power. That'd probably be the safest choice for us going forward. We nearly... well, the damage isn't that bad anymore. It could have been a lot worse, to be fair. Okay. Seems like we're gonna have to go around the long way. Bit of annoyance, but can't really be helped. Yeah, so we suffer a little bit of damage from the archers, which is fine. It's not as bad as it could be, essentially. But yeah, normal difficulty is starting to feel like unfair difficulty at the moment. Which is not exactly a good thought, I must admit. But yeah, it's looking like we're gonna have to really build up a heavy armor build at this rate. The woes. There we go, we get 1,500 experience back. Okay, we're gonna set up a portal here. And I die because of the frost. Or the freeze effect, which is not good. Okay, so it's not really an issue on my part, so... Oh well. Let's see what experience we get from returning to quest. Port in. Okay, that's 5,000 experience. We get the Frozen Heart, which reduces freeze and petrify, which is nice. Darius Clonley. Kill Ascended Outlaws. I guess we need to go to Cronley again to deal with his Ascended Outlaws. Probably for the best. I guess they just spawn in, the Ascended Outlaws? I could be wrong, though. So far, no sight of them.
That skill's not ready.
We got dynamite over here. We'll grab that. Oh, yeah. No, the Ascended Outlaws are in groups like this, so... At least the shells are worth it. Okay, so I've managed to find one, but we need 3, so I guess we need to backtrack a little bit. God, this is a pain. Guess we go down here. It might be down here. I could be wrong, though. Doesn't look like they are. Yeah. No luck. We'd probably have to reload if we were going to do anything like that. Alternatively, they could just be hiding around down here. I don't think that would be the case, but you never know. Okay, yeah, no, I don't see any of Cromley's gang here, so... Let's just return to Devil's Crossing. We're going to do a quick sell.
I'll give you a good price on what I've
Yeah,
got
let's
left.
sell this. Oh, that is a green, yeah. Okay, sell these. We're keeping this helm, and we will dismantle these when we get the chance. But for now, I think we use the dynamite in another manner. If I'm not mistaken, there is a place in the flooded passages that we can go to. It won't exactly lead to us getting more devotion points, but we'll still get something out of it. We just have to get there. So if we just go up and around here... Go down to here. We can ignore the spiders, basically, but we go to the detonation site. We can go through here to get some stuff. It is a very treacherous location, but it's going to be a little easier. I would... If anything, it will give us way more experience, so... That's sort of what I'm banking on. Spellfire wand. This is a wand? Looks like a sword. Okay. It does give inner focus, so that's nice. Alright.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, there we go. Storm Revenant. But mainly we just go with items like this. Like the Immaterial Edge is going to be a nice boon. Let's see, Immaterial Edge. It is a one-handed scepter. It gives in... Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at the left side. I'm supposed to look at the right side. Let's see. Immaterial Edge gives a whole bunch of Aether damage. It gives a boost to all of our Arcanist skills. Physical damage is converted to Aether damage. We get an additional damage to Chthonics. And we get some additional Spirit. We will lose out on the cold damage and fire damage, but looking at it, we get way more damage out of the axe than we do anything else. So it might even be our best interest to get another axe here and just reload the game. I don't know. The damage output looks to be better, though, if we go this route.
I can't do that yet.
It's one. Okay, there we go. Nice. Yeah, no, the archers really do me in. I don't know what to do about them. They're just ridiculously strong. Built different, if you will. Grab this. This will give us some experience. There we go. Level 38. Nice. And what does this give? This gives a +4 to Phantasmal Blades and a +2 projectiles to Phantasmal Blades. Yeah, we don't need that. We should probably put our portal back out here, just in case. Keep it safe. Recovery. Nearly died there, damn.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, you're spamming the ice spell on me. Not a fan of that. There we go. Writings of Rothlin's second entry. This gives us another 500 experience, and of course we get the items accordingly. But yeah, it's looking like we're gonna need more strength. That is the only thing stopping us from going any farther. Alright, let's increase our Nightblade level, because if we can get to 10, we can start taking this, which will make us Pierce resistant. It also reduces Freeze and Petrify durations. And 33% chance to leech, or Energy Leech Retaliation. Alternatively, we go with this, which reduces Stun, Freeze, Entrapment, Petrify, and gives us slow resistance. We also absorb 15% of energy from enemy spells, which is pretty ridiculous. So it's just a question of whether we want to level up stats or otherwise. We don't have anything in devotion, so no point in leveling that. I guess we go with the levels here. It just seems like the most realistic option. Then we can take a point into Phantasmal Armor, which will increase our armor values by a raw amount, no less. Alternatively, I could take 3 levels into Arcane Will, get that up, so we get a significant defense boon. It only increases defensive ability, though, which is not going to help us in the long run. Yeah. Let's just increase our values here, because we need a raw armor boost. If we can get a raw armor boost, that's going to help us way more in general. And hey, the physique is going to definitely help if we do it this way. Because once we do reach 350 strength, it's going to be ridiculously good. Now, whether I'll be able to handle the enemies here, that's another story entirely. Okay. That's a lot of archers, though.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, that's 4 archers just throwing blasts at me over and over again. I've accidentally trapped myself, so I do want to get out of here. See you later, dude. We just want to take back our grave here. There we go.
Can't do that yet.
Okay. What am I doing? Come on. Oh. Game's being really finicky here.
can't do that yet.
Oh. Oh no, oh no. There we go. Ow! Damn, this guy is really ridiculous. Just comes in with the freeze, ruins my day, doesn't bother elaborating.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Sell all these, let's see. Take the scrap, because we always want that. We don't really want that book, so no need to keep it around. Alright. At least we got a portal back, like, jeez. This is ridiculous. Okay. What am I? What?
That skill's
Oh,
not
right.
ready.
He has that ability that prevents me from doing anything. Yeah, these guys don't even give experience, which is the bummer. Okay, let's just grab our experience here. There we go. I'm just gonna ignore that guy. There's no reason I should be fighting him. He's only going to just whittle me down again and again and again, and that's just gonna lead to just more deaths. I just don't have the potential to deal with him. But yeah, no, I'm better off just leaving that guy alone. Yeah, let's just leave it be. I don't see any feasible way of dealing with him, so we're just gonna pop this open. Oh, just a chest. There we go. Get ourselves a Dread Skull, which gives pierce damage and bonus bit of speed. It's nothing too crazy. Alright, let's actually continue on with the game now. I think we've, you know, passed around a bit too much. Okay, we haven't gone through Smuggler's Pass properly, so we are going to go through the Broken Hills here in order to do what we need to do. Shouldn't be all that bad. At least the experience from these guys are worth it. Yeah. That's going to help us scale quite a bit. Alright, we do got burning weapons. I should probably get some Aether weapons, actually. Or the Aether perk as well. In fact, let me see if I can't actually do that. One moment. So as you know, we do have the these specialized wands here, the Spellfire wands. They give us inner focus. Let's see if we can't get some Aether damage, because that's what our abilities are based off of. Let's see. Aether Ward. No. Here we go, Wraithstone. We reserve some of our damage, but we do get Aether damage, and we get a percentage boost to Aether damage on top of that. We just need some more Aether crystals to make it happen. I don't think we have one of these, but if we do, then we can use it. But we're going to need some Aether crystals. That is an easy grab, I must admit. We just need to go get some. The easiest way to get them is for us. I think it might actually be either Whitemire or Burwitch Village. I think no. Actually, I think it's... It might be Whitemire. It might be Whitemire. Let's see. Where do I need to go? It could be even earlier, but I'm fairly certain it's Whitemire that has the shards. Could be wrong, though. We can at very least go up here to deal with the Aether Warp Totem. Might as well, while we're here. Feels nice to eradicate the enemy, though. But yeah, let's go deal with this Aether Warp Totem. Yeah, here we go. Some Aether Crystals here. Not a lot, though. What do we get? We get the Arbalest, which gives us 643 extra damage, which is pretty nice. But I think the Immaterial Edge is going to be way better, for obvious reasons. Headhunter Trophy. 6% of attack damage is converted into health, and we get a boost to Phantasmal Blades. Which is this. Okay. Let's go up and around here. Okay, so it's not here, so I probably have to go back to Lower Crossing specifically. Here we go. Lower Crossing is where we needed to go. Whether we find what we're looking for is hard to say, but Lower Crossing does have Aether Crystals in bulk. Whether they actually drop them is another story. But I do believe the caves do drop them. Or at least it's more likely for them to drop. Okay, up we go here. scrap, but no shard. Okay, so no shards here, huh? That sucks. Usually they do drop, so I'm confused why they aren't. Maybe it's like a level
That skill's
thing?
not ready.
It might be a level thing. Ah, well. Well, it's not like it's a huge rush, but we can definitely go for it as time goes on. We'll just have to hope that we find it as we're going along. Still surprised the Arbalist is doing more damage, though. Like 600, no less. Silly, but, you know, what can you do, right? Okay, so far so good. Just keep pressing onward. Hey. Okay, there we go. Just back up so we don't get too much poison on us.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. It's a nice host of experience. Getting a bit dark, but that can't be helped. Hey. Okay. Okay, now we're dealing with the giants here. Or as they are actually called, Mistborn Warriors. So far, so good. We're getting a whole slew of items for our troubles. Hello, we do want to deal with you. Mantle of the Weeping Eye, huh?
I can't do that yet.
What does that do? It has slightly more armor. It's got Cold, Lightning, Aether. Okay. It also has Elemental Awakening and Iskandra's Elemental Exchange. So it's Condra's Elemental Exchange and Elemental Balance. Elemental Awakening is something else entirely, it seems. 10% of physical damage is converted into elemental damage. I'm tempted to get this now. But where is elemental balance is the thing. Fabric of Reality. Aether and Chaos, huh? Well, regardless, we don't need to worry too much. We should be fine. Nice. We'll deal with this rock cairn. There we go. Deal the human remains. Deal this boulder while we're at it. There you go.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, I need a better devotion power, I think. While I do like Aether Fire, it's not gonna cut it. Not for the long term, anyways. At least we're taking out enemies quite quickly, so not a huge ordeal. But, yeah, given that, Palador's Tempest is based off, Aether as well as Fire, we do need to bolster up the Aether parts. At least somewhat, anyways. Alright, let's go in through to the mine entrance here. Here we are. We are in Smuggler's Pass proper now. So now we've unlocked, quote-unquote, that area. Even though we could have just warped to it, to be fair. I don't like the going the easy way out. I have to go through everything. Well, hey, if there's any good way to get experience, this would probably be the area, right? Yeah, I can feel my experience rising by the second. And my, danger going through the roof. Or the danger? The danger seems more apt. Got some dynamite, a welcome addition. And by the time I hit level 40, we should be significantly good.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, so dynamite seems to be a bit more plentiful in Smuggler's Pass to some extent. At least in what I can tell. Considering you usually don't find 2 pieces of dynamite in Smuggler's Pass so easily. Good to note. Good to note. Let's deal with Barlar, the Rock Eater. Okay, our Aether resistance is 34. How much damage do we take by going through here? Not much, which is okay. Yeah, there is nothing there, so just had to check to be sure. Come level 39, my ace armor will increase a little bit. Oh. Put a football over. So far, so good. Go down to check this area. Okay. Oh, we got some scrap here. We'll grab that. Always want scrap because that will give us some good stuff. So far, so good. Yeah, I think we've covered the majority here, so that's good. That just means that we've got to go up to here now. Mark of Illusions. Yeah, we just need to keep getting that up to its necessary requirement, and we should be good. But yeah, until we complete our task, we just need to get as much experience as possible. And this Ancient Savage Totem is certainly going to help with that.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Get the blueprint for the Adept's Wand, which will help us quite a bit, I would wager. Let's see. Did we get anything worth noting? Not really. Yeah, nothing really sticks out here. Although the extra spirit from these pauldrons certainly do help, and the Elemental Awakening could be good. I just need to figure out what Elemental Awakening does. We'll worry about those sorts of things later. We are in no rush to deal with them. Ow. We are slow. Damn. I just got one shot. Ow. Okay, so avoiding him like the plague is gonna be our best friend. Ouchie. I meant to teleport to the other part. Oh, no, I did teleport here. Okay, good. That hurt. You know what? Before I do anything, I'm going to swap to this temporarily. That isn't going to help. Okay. Just keep our distance. We just got to kite the guy for now. Okay, there we go. What are you gonna do, huh? There we go. Got him. That wasn't too bad. We just had to deal with the difficulty that came with it, which is a pain in the butt. But alas, we managed to do it in the end, so I can't really complain. We did what we came out to do, which was deal with the enemy. Okay. Go through here, into the mine entrance, and we'll go from there. Not a fan of being restricted by slower casting, but can't be helped, really. Doing quite well, all things considering. Alright, Dead Man's Gulch, though. We're doing quite well. Yeah, the slow casting does certainly hamper our abilities, that's for sure. Kind of why summoning is quite strong, all things considering. Ah, well. Okay, we've now reached officially the Dead Man Gulch portal, so that's going to make things a lot easier for us. That does, of course, mean that we still got plenty more there where that came from to deal with. But that is a woe for another time, another place. If I go over here... Hello, hello. Got a whole bunch of people. I'll try. Do what I can. Give up yet.
Well, if it isn't my old friend from Devil's Crossing. I had a feeling you'd be making your way through here.
Ulgrim, what are you doing out here?
I haven't been entirely honest with you. I'm not a chef, not by profession anyway, although maybe that would have been a better path. As it is, I'm an assassin and former First Blade of the Arelon Emperor. It's a title I've not always been proud to bear, as my line of work has not always been virtuous. But I dealt with threats to the Empire. Now all of humanity is threatened by foes more deadly than anything we've faced before. It is, however, a time when I can put my talents to a more noble purpose. You haven't been entirely forthright with me either, Taken, but don't worry. I'm the keeper of many secrets.
What did you call me?
A Taken? Well, formerly so, if we get down to semantics. The Aetherial left you just before you hanged to death. Am I not correct?
How do you know all this?
My sources are quite good, if I say so myself. But you trusted me, and now I shall trust you.
Why did you join me in Devil Crossing, only to leave again?
My job was to scout the countryside, get bearings on enemy strongholds, and investigate weaknesses. Your mention of people surviving out in Devil's Crossing was intriguing, so I wanted to see it for myself. Having learned everything I could about the area, I felt it was time to return to my men in Homestead.
Your men?
Can't say I like it any more than they do, but I am working alongside the Black Legion. They are all that remain of the Imperium's forces.
The First Blade of the Well, so how can I help here?
I came upon these refugees on my way through Smuggler's Pass. They were trapped and would soon have become food or entertainment for the trolls. I had to do something. Now we're stuck out here, caught in the midst of a battle between the trolls and the Aetherial forces. The tunnel to Homestead is blocked by aether fire, and the only option now is a passage through the mountain deeps. It is a foul place at the bottom of the world, infested with all manner of terrible things that hate the sun. There is no way these people would survive down there. In Devil's Crossing, I saw that you had the power to open rifts. I need you to fight your way to Homestead, secure a rift, and come back for us. So please, help these people. Below is an entrance to the deeps. From there, you'll exit onto the dusty road that will lead you into Homestead. Be swift. I'm not sure how much longer I can hold off the trolls before they come in force.
I'll find a way to Homestead. That's right. Why do you ask? I'll look for Dahlia. Okay. Before we do end up going there, there is one other place I do want to go. That's deep into this Aetherial area, where Aether damage is very, very commonplace. Because if you stand here, you suffer quite a bit of damage, obviously. But if you can manage to get through, even just a little bit, you can actually get through to here, which is a small respite of sorts. But there is more reason to go further into the pits of Aether. Okay, there we go. But yeah, there isn't much here besides a few kills here, but You can theoretically go deeper if you have the HP and the recovery to actually overcome this.
That's locked.
But it is locked by the Black Legion, so unfortunately, not something we can actually do in this playthrough, but well, in this in normal mode, but come the later modes, it actually does unlock and you can actually go in there. So it's really just a difficulty issue. Alright, down we go. Not a fan of that acid, damn. That's ridiculous.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, bone slicers. Lovely. So, for those who don't know what bone slicers are, well, they're nice little axes that you can use. I think I used it for a while before, because Blood Pact was something a Necromancer had. But besides that, it's eh. We can either open that chest or leave it. I might as well open it. Why not?
That skill's not ready.
Hey, level 39. Nice. That is going to go into Physique. That's going to boost up our Physique up to 22. Take 2 levels into that, and then we will start taking levels into Phantasmal Armor, which is going to start increasing our armor value by a significant sum. It's not going to increase our armor rating, though. I don't think, anyways. Okay, so yeah. Our helm could do with an upgrade, but that's a given. Yeah, we just need like 345. So that is a bit of trouble that we have to overcome. But our armor value is going to start increasing now, so that's going to be very good for us. Okay. Hooters. If you hate spiders, you're probably not going to like this area that much. But we do get the devotion points, so how can I say no to doing that? Okay, so we've taken Magi. We're going to take the defensive ability. We're going to get way more defensive ability as part of this, so that's going to be nice. Fissure is probably going to be the best thing for us. Yeah, it's going to give us a chance to stun targets as well, which will be interesting. Take the bone spike. Physical damage converted vitality damage. Here. Alrighty. Okay, wait for that to clear, and then we can go in and grab everything. There we go. I can't wait to get this axe, though. This is probably going to be a ridiculous boost for us. It converts physical damage to aether damage as well. And we can technically convert all of our... if we use those axes, it's probably going to make our damage ridiculously powerful. So that'll be nice. Okay, hurt a bit there, but we're fine. And to think we've still got to overcome the damage thing. Our damage output is slowly going to start scaling, I would wager. Yeah, still a whole bunch of stuff that we don't need. At least the spam's easy to do, so it's not like it's a huge ordeal. Okay, decaying bone spike. It's alright. Bozeman's Folly, huh? Hello?
That skill's not ready.
Okay, not a fan of the cold damage, but what can you do, huh? It's no different from the Golem situation, really.
I can't do that yet.
Here we go. It appears Dahlia has not survived the dangers. Okay. That's another bit of experience from the Folly. Go down here. And let's see, anything around here? Not really. There's a few enemies here and there, so we'll just deal with them. Here we go. Nothing up there. So we'll just check this corner, and if there's nothing, then that's fine. Oh, hello. A bunch of spoiders. At least they're easy to deal with. Okay, we want to go up and around. We go up here, then we can go around this corridor here. Thought I missed something, but I guess not. But yeah, if we go along here, we'll be able to go to up and over here and start exploring this tidbit of the cave, which should lead to some good loot. Okay, if we go down and around, we should be able to find a bit more here. I don't think there is much around here, though. Yeah, we can just slip on through here. Oh god, that's a lot. Not a fan of the acid, that's for sure. Okay, we got the Vampiric Bone Wall. Physical damage converted to vitality, energy regen, health, cunning. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing that we would really need anyways. Oh, hello, scooters. Okay, now we go back up here, and this is probably going to be the exit, if you will. Yep, as expected. Alrighty. Now we just gotta find our way to Homestead. Okay, now we've got the Prospector's Trail. And I think all we need to do is head north here. I'll still explore, because there's no harm in doing so. Besides, we'll get plenty of experience for it if we do it this way. Well, at the very least, one thing I know for certain is that once we do reach a certain threshold of defense, we should be able to tank through anything that comes our way, so long as we do enough damage. So it's just a matter of us scaling hard enough to not affect... for us to not be affected negatively, if you will. We'll go down here. Alright, we got detonation sites. We'll have to go over there anyways later, but we don't need to worry about that right now. But I digress. Pop this open. And this yields nothing of value. Well, aside from, you know, rare items here and there. We'll definitely have to reset our devotion points at some points, but we'll worry about that as time goes on.
I can't do that yet.
Pop that. We'll go down here, see if there's anything else. Nothing too crazy, that is. Okay. Okay, let's go down here. Kill these guys. There we go. Anything over here? Nothing worth mentioning anyways. We're nearly at a another level, so that's good. Okay, so we've cleared out that part. We can now go across here through this path, and then we can move over. Flesh warped bulwark. Yeah, we don't need that. But hey, if we ever need a shield, there you go. Okay, not bad. Okay, from here, we deal with these guys. Pretty simple stuff. We're almost there when it comes to dealing with the whole farmland and whatnot. Just a matter of securing everything. Nice. Set up a portal just in case. And we may as well just rush it over to the end. Aether Pyres reached new rank.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, just spam the blast. There we go. Pyroth the Slaughterer.
I can't do that yet.
Just spam the blasts. That's gonna deal consistent 4,000 damage every single time. Gotta respect the hits. There you go. Oh. Heal up. Nice. The emissary is there, but we don't need to talk with him just yet. Focus on cleansing the withering fields here a little bit.
do that yet.
And let's just make sure everything is nice and clear. Looking like it, so we should be good. That'll have to do. So before we do anything, let's warp over back to Dead Man's Gulch, I believe. Yeah, Dead Man's Gulch is where what's-his-face is, so we'll go grab him. And the gaggle of people that joined him. First you. Yes, she was in the Mountain Deeps. I'm sorry. Okay, we get a bunch of experience.
So how doomed are we?
I secured the way via Riftgate.
Good work. I can't say I enjoyed my first travel by Rift, but it's certainly better than the alternative.
I'll see you all in Homestead. There we go. Now we go back to Homestead. Making some significant progress here, which is good. And we're gonna start taking these journal entries where we can. That's just experience waiting to be had.
I wasn't sure you'd make it, but you pulled through. Those people owe you their lives.
I did what was right.
I wish that was the end of our troubles, but there is a mounting threat on the horizon that threatens to wipe us all out.
What do we do now?
I'm going to check in with Creed here, but I suggest you speak to Captain Somer. She's the Black Legion officer in charge of this sorry bunch. Look for the grumpy middle-aged hag in Black Legion armor. She will fill you in on the situation.
I'll speak with her.
I'll skip the pleasantries. Olgrim tells me you're one tough slip, and right now that's what I need most. Will you fight for the Black Legion?
Where do you need me?
The Legion is split on two fronts. To the north, we have the Cult of Cthon. Nasty bastards keen on turning all of us into a puddle of blood for their rituals. I have my best men out there right now scouting ahead. The cultists are amassing in great numbers, and I'd like to know why. There is a more pressing issue, however, and this is where you come in. Olgrim says that you are experienced with fighting the Aetherials. That's good. You'll need all your skills for this one. Far to the west, beyond the infested farms and the rotting croplands, there is an area teeming with Aetherials that we have started calling the Gruesome Harvest. It is a fitting title as the Aetherials have been gathering corpses, animal and human alike, in order to conduct their sick resurrection techniques upon them. The barn there has been giving off a blinding aether light non-stop for the last few days and nights. That is, until today. Whatever they are working on, it must be nearly finished. And knowing the Aetherials, it's something monstrous. We can't risk the Aetherials discovering that we know about their creation. I need someone to sneak in there and destroy this abomination before it even has a chance to wreak havoc upon my people. We'll only get one shot at this, so I want someone who has experience dealing with ethereal horrors to handle this mission. Will you be my champion?
What about the Dermaterans?
Been talking to Douglas? Look, I'd love to solve all the world's problems, but unfortunately I do not have the troops to send them out on a bug hunt. Douglas and the other farmers will just have to accept it for now. Perhaps later, once the Aetherials and the Chthonians have been dealt with, then I can think about sending some men out to the fields to clear out this infestation. The Legion is split on two
Alright,
fronts.
I'll track down the abomination. What happened to Cannons? It recovered him. Just watch me.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Alright, let's put some stuff away. I don't really need anything aside from these, so we'll just put everything else away. Do I need this? No. Alright, there we go. But we do want to keep this axe, because this is going to be our next swap in for weapon. And it's going to increase our overall damage anyway, so it's just a boon to have,
anything
considering.
Put it to good use.
Alright, now before we do continue, I'm going to exit to main menu, because I do want to get a boost with the Black Legion as well. So we are going to go back onto Steve. We're going to buy the requirements to get rep with the Black Legion. That's just going to help our character just overall. So we want to go to Homestead. Then we talk with the Quartermaster for the Black Legion. We'll go from there. So
Safe storage. No.
don't need to worry about the smuggler. Go to the
See what's left of
Quartermaster
my
here. We actually don't have a full rep with the Black Legion, which is funny enough. So I might actually quickly just fill that up here. I wasn't actually expecting this to be an issue.
I can't do that yet.
Alright, well, I guess let's go deal with the...
I can't do that yet.
Let's see if we can't take out some bosses real quick. Just give me a moment. Yeah, there should be plenty of bosses around here that can give us the rep we need. Here we go. Exactly what we need. There we go. Yeah, we're revered with almost everybody except the Black Legion. Let's see. Killing Aetherial Vanguard, killing the Outcasts, quests and bounties. I believe we need to quickly go into the Homestead Rift here. It is a pain that I have to do all this, but it's for the best. So we're going to go to Forticon. And we're going to quickly take a bounty from the Econ group, and then we'll see about resolving this. But yeah, it's been a while since I've played on Steve, so it never hurts to just dabble a little bit in here. Black Legion bounty table. Emberjaw. So, let's see. Okay, go into quests, Emberjaw. The Briarthorn, known as Emberjaw, has proven surprisingly resilient to flame. It's last spotted in a shaded basin, spreading wildfires. Okay, so we're gonna quickly bolt over to that area. Let's see. Okay, Necropolis, no. Pine Barren, Smuggler, but no. Starless Bastion, Bloodgrove, Darkvale. Here we go, Shaded Basin. So we need to go to Pine Barrens Rift. Okay. So yes, we need to go up and around, I guess. It's annoying that we have to do this, but it's necessary, so off we go, I guess.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. And once we deal with the shaded basin, we can actually give ourselves a boost, so we're just doing this as like a minor distraction. But yeah, it's been a while since we played on Steve, so
That skill's not
it's nice. Nice to bring back the good old character here for the occasional appearance, say. Okay, now we're in the shaded basin. We just gotta find the creature.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, Chillbane. Not exactly what we're looking for, though.
That skill's not ready.
Hey. Get some mythical gear, nice. I mean, I guess I could pop this totem, why not?
Skill's not ready.
It's been a while since I've played on Steve, so why not? Let's just throw him into the fray and do some fun stuff.
I can't do that yet.
Here we go. Hey.
That skill's not ready.
Undine Blooms, a few recipes here. Nice. Oh, this is a nice tool. Cool. That is a pretty decent boost to damage, I must admit. It's physical damage, but cold damage is converted to physical. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's a very interesting weapon, to say the least. But, did we... No, we haven't slain Emberjaw yet, so we still gotta find him.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh, where is he? Come on. He's somewhere... Oh, here we go. Emberjaw.
That
Perfect.
skill's not ready.
Done. Alright, let's warp back over to Porticon. Then we can turn in the quest. That is a ridiculous tool, though, I must admit, so that's gonna be nice. Keep in mind, we're only on ultimate difficulty. There's a difficulty higher than that, I do believe, so... Report in. There we go. We are now revered with the Black Legion, which is good. And with that, we can go to the merchant here. Bunch of mundane stuff. Here we go. Quartermaster. We get a whole slew of things here, but we do want the mandates of the Black Legion.
Iron well spent.
So with that, we can now go into our chest, wherever that is. Here it is.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
Go into the swap, put that in.
Oh, hold on.
We go back to main menu, because we've done our job here with Steve, and now we move on to Kevin. Back to Kevin, and back to our regularly scheduled program. This does mean that the enemies have reset, and they've become a little bit stronger as a result, but we should be fine. But yeah, no, as you can see, Kevin has been struggling. Compared to everything else we've done, We're just in a rough spot with Kevin.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
But yes, now that we've got this, we should be able to get way more rep with the Black Legion, which will save us some time. In the long term, that is. Take that. That's more experience. I do believe that the merchants out here actually do sell dynamite now that I think about it.
Scrap metal. Go on now.
See anything you like? Iron, well.
Where are they? Well, I think they sell dynamite, or at the very least, you can craft dynamite from here, which is good. Glad to made it through. Let's take a look. We get a free merchant here, which is nice. And we're just going to sell everything, really. There we go. But yeah, this guy sells some decent gear. He doesn't sell any ranged weapons, but he does sell wands, which is going to be really good for us. This gives us fire and aether damage. This is going to increase our damage significantly. So I'm actually going to grab this chilled ritual wand, I guess. Fabric of Reality. It does give us 800 or so damage, so I can't really say no to that. We're gonna grab that. That's probably gonna help us once. Well, we won't be able to wield the immaterial edge just yet, so that is a thing. But for now, this chilled ritual wand should do us wonders. So if we do this. That is going to increase our damage a little bit. This is slightly better for our offhand, apparently. But, no. It's actually better if we use the other one here. Because that gives us the burning weapon quality, which is way better. One moment. Alright, apologies for the delay. I am now back.
These are trying times.
I come from Devil's
But we will
Crossing.
persevere.
Okay, we get some Devil Crossing rep. What's the problem? Clear out the infestation. Still working on a solution. Okay. Now we just gotta get to the merchants here. There's two merchants up here, so we just gotta take this stairwell here.
See anything you
Let's
like?
see. This would give us more damage with cold if we put this in our offhand. It also gives us fire, cold, and aether damage, which is pretty nice. It also gives us a boost to Caldor's Tempest, which is nice. So I guess I'll grab that. There's no reason to not, after all. The 29 to 53 increase, so that could really help. Okay, yeah, no, let's just buy this. It's fine. We got the money for it, so why not? We will lose out on the bonuses to inner focus, but
Well spent.
we should be fine.
Right.
Oh, right, we also need the rep increase with Homestead, so give me a second. I completely forgot that was a thing. So let's just go back into Steve here, and we'll go from there. Okay, all we do is just rush over to Homestead.
That skill's not ready.
Alright. Homestead. We'll go to the Homestead merchant to grab him his scroll. Didn't mean to do that, but okay. Alright, Homestead. Buying that. And now we've got Homestead and the Black Legion in our pockets.
No questions asked.
There we go. Exits. Now that we've done that, we warp over. We'll go back to Kevin again. And we'll go from there. Alrighty.
Got something you need stashed?
Take this.
It's safe with me. Promise.
Let's dismantle. Well, first let's go up here. Let's see what Quartermaster has
See
for
what's
us.
left of my wares.
Okay, acid and defensive ability. The Courageous Tincture is probably going to be a really good tool for us, so it might be in our best interest to wield that if we can. That or we start investing into the Harvest Handguard's gear, because that's just going to boost all of our damage by a set amount. And having the boost wouldn't hurt, to say the least. I don't know. Really depends on us, what we want. And then, of course, when we do eventually reach that point, we do have the certain rings that, you know, benefit us.
See you around.
But we'll worry about those later on.
What brings you to my forge?
But yeah, no, we can make dynamite if we make aether shards. And to make aether shards, we need aether crystals, which is going to be a constant troublesome thing that we have to do from now on, if we want to, you know, utilize those in the long term.
If you find any blueprints, bring them back here.
Before we do anything farther, however, we are going to dismantle one of the Aetherial wands that we have. We want to recover the flint, because that will give us one of the two upgrades that we need. So, we're keeping the add-on here. We are going to put it on the fire one here. That is a very weird situation where this wand has fire damage, but I digress. We put it on this one. This is going to give us the fire boosts. So it's going to empower our attacks with Blazing Flame. But now we just need the Aether one.
Got any more scrap metal?
Okay, so Aether. It is the Wraith Stone. We need Aether crystals for that. Thankfully,
Any blueprint?
going by the certain area that we need to go, we can actually do that real quick. So we're gonna go to Homestead real quick. And off we do. We are gonna... Oh. Just unzoom out of there. We just make our way over here. And this is where we're going to get a ton of Aether crystals. We just have to cross through the Aether eruption, basically.
I can't do that.
Gonna be a pain to do, but it needs to be done. But at the very least, we'll be able to get some decent experience for it. That's a welcome sign. Oh, a soul shard. Nice. Okay. But yeah, those areas give up Aether crystals, which is a welcome addition. The Aether damage does suck, though. Yeah, because we suffer a lot of damage if we go through the Aether. But hey, the experience is well worth it, and the Aether crystals are something we do need in bulk, so it's a small price to pay. Take these guys out. Here we go, another level. And if we want to go through here, we need more dynamite, so unfortunately that is off the table for now. But we'll be fine.
I can't do that.
Okay, let's back up a bit, so that way we can level up. This is going to increase our armor by a significant degree. We want to increase that up. This is going to be our priority for a while until our defenses, you know, balance out. For now, though, just keep increasing physique. We want to increase it similarly to spirits. At least get it up to 20 so that way we can start carrying things. Aether clusters. They're going to be an amazing tool for us. Or at the very least, they will help us resist some of the damage that we've been taking thus far. Kinda just need to do it at this rate. Okay. Is Condra's Elemental Exchange? Physical lightning damage, we get a bunch of health, pierce, vitality, element. Yeah. Physical damage to Icon. Okay, so 100% physical damage to Iskandra's Elemental Exchange. Internal trauma damage. We get offensive and defensive ability, but other than that, it's not really that great. Here we go. An ancient Aether Warp Totem. I'm going to put a portal here just to save my hide, just in case things go awry. Ow.
Death is only the beginning.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's use this. This will increase our defenses by 750%. Here we go. There we go. Get a few things. Okay, we've got boots, chest guard of perdition, siege shield. Other than that, nothing too crazy. Okay, pop these. Let's quickly go deal with these. And there goes our death, which is not too surprising. But hey, we can easily just restore ourselves without too much issue. Thankfully, we created a portal in Homestead for this exact reason. There we go. Sadly, I can't go over there to deal with the Aether crystals, but can't be helped. At the very least, the experience here is juicy, so I can't really complain. The positives outweigh the negatives. Yeah, we're getting, like, good chunks of experience on top of that, so that's good. Be level 50 by this rate. Probably in, like, a few streams, though.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Here we go. Cask of Ruin, a few other things. Okay, from here we can cross this area here. Might as well just do this. There we go.
I can't do that.
Okay, this is gonna get really hectic really quickly. Thankfully, the enemies were distracted by something. I'm not sure what, but it was enough to for us to just take advantage of the situation. There we go. Alright. I am probably going to have to think about more damage in turn. But for now, we just want to maximize our defensive capabilities.
I can't do that.
The sooner the better. Because as long as we can outlive everything, we should be fine. There we go. Set up a portal here just in case. If I can get some lifesteal, that'd probably help us quite a bit. I know there's like certain items that give lifesteal. It's just a matter of actually, you know, getting it used. Well, at the very least, the Aether crystals are welcome, so I can't really complain. Oh god, oh god. Back up. Ow! Okay, so it's the Haunted Harvesters that were doing us in. Okay. No wonder they had, like, homing kill auras. That was a pain. Okay. Yeah, no, that would do me in. That's certainly one way to do me in. Grab our experience here. There we go. Deal with you. Bait him in. Okay. Set up the portal back here.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, here we go.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, back up here. There we go. Just had to be very careful in that instance, in particular. Grab the Aether Crystals. And I guess we deal with you.
I can't do that yet.
Ah. Okay, so we can't deal with the Herald of the Flame because it's level 46. So it's a, definitely an enemy we can't really fight at the moment, so... What we're gonna do is we're gonna warp over, grab our stuff, grab what we can here, or what we can benefit from here anyways, and we'll go from there. Just ignore the enemy, move on. We can take on quite literally everything else here, so... Good enough for me. Okay, so I won't be able to claim it until the Herald of Flame goes down. Start this at least.
I can't
This
do that.
should help at least a little bit. There we go. Ow. This will give me a devotion point, which I can invest into the mage here. We're going to get our defensive ability up. That should help quite a bit. Let's see, is there anything else I can use? Not really. The best I could probably do is probably... Well, we do have the Aether Crystals, so I can actually go back to Devil's Crossing and get that Aether boost. That should increase damage by a little bit. But whether it's going to be enough or not, that's another story entirely. So I guess we'll see.
What brings you to my forge?
The Life Stealer oil will certainly help. The Hollowed Fang. 5% of attack damage is converted to health. Power your attacks with vampiric energy. I think we do need the Hollowed Fang, as weird as it seems. We're gonna make one Hollowed Fang, we'll see how it fares. If we don't like it, worst case, we'll just remake into another item, but for now... We want an Aether item. We want the Wraithstone here. This will give us an insane boost to Aether damage. So we're going to grab that.
Do you happen to find any people?
So, for survival's sake, I think I put this into our weapon. Yeah, so this is going to increase our healing. And just having it is going to help quite a bit, I would wager. But yeah, no, this is going to... If I take this off... Yeah, no, it's... Does it not go? 3767, no, okay. I take that off. Okay, so it doesn't show, period. I'm just gonna assume it works, and we'll move on. If it don't, then I guess I'm not gonna be healing from this. Which I'm not. Okay.
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
I can't do that yet.
And that's GG, okay. So I won't be able to get the cannons just yet, unfortunately, which is not too surprising. And it does appear that the Fang doesn't really do anything for me.
Need something
So I'm
broken
just
down?
going to keep the item. And we are going to go with the more guaranteed option here. This is going to give us Aether weapons, which is going to increase our Aether damage significantly. We are just going to quickly go grab our grave, and then we will dip out of here for a mo. There we go. Get our experience back. We're going to go right back to Homestead. And yeah, we'll go from there.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Yeah, this guy doesn't really have anything worth mentioning. Pulsive toxin used to draw life out of the intended target. I mean, I guess I could use this in theory, couldn't I? Do we need anything here? Arcane Will and Overload.
Iron well spent.
What is Arcane Will? I know Arcane Will is... Okay, so Arcane Will. And what about Overload? Ah, Overload's this. Okay, so this would theoretically increase my damage up to 1,000 if done right.
See what's left of my wares.
If I were to use this, that is. I'd need the cunning for it, though. I don't exactly want to do that, though, so I'm not going to bother.
Put it to good use.
But I definitely need to up the ante here for protections. I'll probably have to activate that immortality thing, whatever it is, and go from there. Well, regardless, we give these guys to their farming, and we go from there. But yeah, no, our damage should escalate from now on. Okay. It does appear our energy is not recovering like it used to. That's probably because we've completely swapped from our current setup to something else. So inner focus is not triggering as much as it would. Which I'm not too surprised about, but there is other options for energy. So it's not like it's a huge ordeal. What is that? Gives a bonus to Kalidor's Tempest. No, wait, no, that's, gives us a monstrous quick cut and whirling death. I keep forgetting that, certain things need to be done. Okay, that's 6. Okay, nothing here. I can do this. Hey. Okay, let's set up a portal. We'll go back to Homestead just to report the quest. Might as well, right? Every little bit of experience is going to help us overcome the enemy. Cleared the tasks. What is it? I'll slay the Dempuring Queen. We get some experience, Homestead rep. And it's technically doubled because of the rep things that we've taken. I did take it, right? I assume I did. It was the first thing I did when I logged back in.
Got something you need stashed?
Yeah. We don't need to spend any points just to unlock these. We'll warp over to the portal here, and we'll go from there. We'll go up here. Anything? I don't think there is, but never hurts to be thorough. Off we go. Okay, Dahlia's diary. An excerpt from it gives us 1,000 experience. There is a totem there, but before we do, obviously want the most experience possible, so clusters of enemies are going to be our primary targets. But of course, doing that is going to get us devotion points. Before we do allocate that devotion point, we just clear those enemies, go into devotions here. Let's see, we can either go with the burn damage over time or something else. I'm going to go with the physique, attack speed, and cast speed alongside burn damage. That's just going to increase us significantly across the board. And the physique never hurts, because that's just going to make us a little stronger. But we do get access to this helm now, which is a very big boon. There we go. We lose out on retaliation damage, which is perfectly fine, but the Aether damage, and of course our armor as a whole, becomes way better. Which is exactly what I was hoping for. Black Legion footmen are guarding this area. Interesting. I'm not sure why they're guarding this specific area, though, considering, there's only so much it's gonna do. But hey, you guys do you. If you want to guard that area, so be it. If that's how they're allocating their forces, though, that's concerning. If we go down here... Robbles. Lovely. If I go this way, I should be able to go deal with another quest here, I think. Hello. Thank you for the warning. Farewell.
I can't do that yet.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this area will clear the cave in, but we're going to go in here to deal with the child, basically. How did you get trapped in here? Why didn't they come looking for you? Find it odd that you survived. Where's your camp? Something seems off here. You're a deceiver. And we just deal with Balognoth here by just spamming and spamming attacks. And if that's not enough, well, we recover.
I can't do that.
There we go. Just spam the attacks as many times as we need. Give ourselves some time to recover. There we go.
I can't do that yet.
Here we go. Get some rep. Blood of Chthon. There we go. Just gotta deal with the occasional threat of calamity here and there. We talk with these guys, then they should be fine. I've banished the Chthonian for good. Okay, there we go. Oh, but we can get to the teleporter here, so I'm probably going to go to that one and then probably wrap things up for today. Because I've actually got something I really should do at this point. I just gotta get over there, really. But we can at least level up while we're here, so let's go do that. Yeah, these guys are pretty easy to deal with. There we go. Pretty much done. There we go, level 41, nice. Alright. We just level up, I guess we keep leveling up the Phantasmal Armor. This will increase our Pierce resistance by a significant sum. We get 33% chance to get 124 energy back from Retaliation. We still have that 10% energy absorption to spells, which is not that great, but it's still better than nothing. But the armor is what we are coming in here for anyway, so it's not like it's a huge ordeal. Anything else? I guess we're definitely going to have to respec our stats, because Cunning is definitely not going to be on our list of things that we take. Let's go take a point into Physique, because we just need to keep... We need to make Spirit and Physique equal. I'm half considering getting rid of the Cunning entirely at this point, because we're going to be a very melee-oriented character when it comes to just getting into the front lines, if you will. So, that'll be plans for us in the future. But we are level 40 now I think about it, so we do get these now. So we're actually going to warp back to Devil's Crossing real quick, because we can prep some stuff for ourselves. So, first and foremost, let's get rid of what we don't need. We are going to equip this, we can sell that, equip this, and then we can equip this. There we go. Oh, hold on. If I don't equip this, I don't have the physique to wear the helm. Well, that's fine. Oh, right. Anyways, it's a metal, so never mind. This is a metal, so we don't have to worry about that being an issue. We're gonna put the Livonius ring away. We don't need to have it on us now. This is just a reliable tool, so we'll keep it in the communal chest, because we'll just pass that over to characters for early level benefits. It never hurts to have, to say the least. We are going to sell that, though. And anything that's blue, we should probably move into here. Here we go. We'll keep the axe because I intend to use that soon. Soon enough, that is.
I'll keep an eye on this.
We just need to sell some stuff and then we'll go from there. Well, we'll probably wrap things up, I mean. Yeah, let's just sell everything here. No need to keep any of these. Definitely gonna swap to a heavy armor set though soon.
Got something you need stashed.
Alright, now before we go any farther, we need to handle the equipment stuff.
Hey, got
So
any
first and
more
foremost, we should definitely deal with are energy issues. Iskandra's Elemental Exchange is definitely going to increase the damage. We've got Maven's Sphere Protection going. The Devil Badge is nice, but not completely required. But let's see. Aether Souls are not going to cut it. We need something with regen, so here we go. So there's Anti-Venom Salves, which gives us Poison and Acid Resist, which is a welcome boon. We can apply it to any sort of armor that we have. I think we do want to put it in our boots now. That will just increase our Poison and Acid Resist, at least. Ectoplasm is usually the focus, but we need something that increases our armor, so... Let's see what else we can do with armor. Bladed plating is basically the better version of spikes. Ballistic plating... let's see. Dense fur would increase our cold resist, which is pretty nice, but we don't really need that. Leathery hide gives health, armor, and reduced stun duration. It is specifically used in health armor, though, or head armor, rather. And it's pretty decent for a boost. Restless remains. 3% of attack damage is converted to health. It is used in hand armor specifically. I mean, it would help with our energy, it would help with casting speed, but the health regen is probably the biggest thing, so... We take that, we take the Anti-Venom Salve. We can put it in all pieces of armor, so we'll put one into our belt and one into our boots. So we'll take 2 of those. And then we need something for our head. Scaled hide gives us some insane armor and armor absorption rates, which is decent. Used in shoulder, chest, and leg armor, which is gonna cut it. The runestone is probably the best thing. But, let's see. I guess we go with the head armor thing, right? So we want the leathery hide here. This will just give us a boost to health, it'll give us a boost to armor, and it's just in general good.
Don't get killed out there.
Okay, we give this to the head armor. We give these to that, and then we give these to our gloves, but then we need something for the, jewelry. Aether damage, defensive ability, less damage from Aetherials and Aetherial corruption. Let's see, rings. Maybe that'll help narrow things down. Okay, ectoplasm focuses on rings. Focusing prism focuses on amulets, which will give us skill costs reduction. This is probably going to be better for us if we replace the ectoplasm, that is. As for what we go, though... I guess ectoplasm would be the safest choice. Yeah. It would be the safest choice, so I guess ectoplasm is our way to go. If we had more aether crystals, I'd definitely rely on that, but unfortunately, that's just the reality of our situation. We do have plenty of ectoplasm, though, so we can just multiply our energy by a ridiculous sum. But, yeah. We're just going to dismantle some of the, things. Hopefully this, Restless Remains will be able to lifesteal for us.
Take a look, shall we?
So we're going to salvage the item. We'll put this skull in. We will keep the item. Put in our thing there. Keep the item. And put this in here. There we go. Our armor rating overall will have increased significantly. We do suffer a little weakness from cold and whatnot, but our piercing resistance has reached the roof, insanely so. Thus, I don't really need to focus too heavily into pierce resistance anymore. That won't be an issue anytime soon. But yeah, we're going to need to get a lot more health, a lot more HP regen, that sort of thing. But I'll worry about those sorts of things later on, because right now we should be perfectly good. Our energy is going to be a massive thing. And I do believe, yeah, aside from, yeah, we've got quite the spam going on. I think at this point, I do want to take the Wrath of Agravix. It does mean that this is going to take a lot more skill recharge, but if we reduce our, if we increase our casting speed enough, that shouldn't be an issue. Although, I don't know. I'll have to give it some testing. But having the ability to knock enemies down is probably going to be a very good thing for us. And worst case, we can always just rely on another spell to help us work through the enemies. Like, I could see us using, like, Pneumatic Burst. Well, maybe not Pneumatic Burst, but Pneumatic Burst would actually help with our healing as well, so that's also an option. I don't know. There's a lot of options that we can go with, but obviously we want to increase our defenses. So that way, minimal healing is needed. But I digress. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream all the same. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody. And have a good day.